Well, today I'm going to plant some green beans. Now, last year I planted some green beans out here and they did really well. And what I've got here is some leftover beans they're saved seed beans. And these were left over from last year, and I should have saved a lot more than this. Now, what you can see here is there are white ones and there are brown ones. Now, the white ones I believe are provider beans, and the brown ones I believe are Blue Lake beans. Now, both of them did real well last year, and I got 2 crops of beans, 2 harvests basically, because I planted them twice, and they produced really well, and the beans were absolutely excellent. Now, the reason I can plant them right now, it's like the 18th of May, it's in the middle of May actually. So some seeds, they need the soil to be kind of warm before they'll properly germinate. And other seeds, they can germinate in soil that's very cold. And you can identify the different kinds if you go buy a seed packet. You know, they'll usually say on some of the cold seeds that, when is the time to plant? And they're meaning plant outside in your garden. Time to plant is as soon as the soil can be worked. Now, those kind of seeds, they're lettuce and radishes and things like that. You can plant those in cold soil, and they'll germinate pretty well. Now, there are other seeds, and beans are the other seeds. They won't germinate unless the soil is warm. And I think there's more plants like that than there are plants that'll grow when the soil is cold, or germinate when the soil is cold. So that's what we're going to do, is plant now, because even though it's the middle of May, this is earlier than I planted them last year, so I may get 3 crops off of these beans this year. And last year, what I did was I had 4 grow beds like this, and I planted all 4 of them, and I got a lot of green beans. But this year, I'm going to plant 7 of these, all 7 of these full of green beans. Now, I don't have enough seeds in that little container I showed you to do all that, but I can start some right now. And I did buy some more, and I'll use those, and I hope that I can fill these up, and boy, because green beans are just wonderful. Now, you may be wondering about, what about this? Well, these are these are spinach that I planted, and I planted them 18th of March, so really 1 month ago. And these are some of the seeds that can grow in cold soil, and they sprouted and they did real fine, but I don't know if you can see from there, but they're all going to seed. And I'm not sure why that is. It has been cool enough in here so that these shouldn't be going to seed. But anyway, they are. I'm going to tear these out, and we're going to plant green beans here. So, we're going to start on this, and I'll show you how we'll do it real quick. Now, planting green beans is real simple and easy to do. And all I'm going to do, I'll pick the white ones out when I'm here. See, there we go. There's a white one. And I'm just going to, poke a hole. Let's put one here. You can see it. Just poke a hole in there and drop that in. Maybe about 1 inch deep, and drop it in. Now, this is a little laborious because I'm planting them one at a time, and the idea is I'm going to go across here, make 3 or 4 rows, and then make, I don't know, about maybe 7 or 8 rows across, however many I can do. So that's how I'm going to plant them. So let me get on with this, and we'll get back with you later. Okay, I've got 2 of them planted, and I've planted 28 in each one of these. You see this one here has still got the holes that I poked with my finger, and there's the seeds in the bottom. Now I'm going to cover those up, and then we'll go down and go as far as I can with what's left in this little container. Okay, after a few minutes, I guess it took me 10-15 minutes to do this. I've got all 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these grow beds planted with provider green beans. They're bush beans, of course. I didn't mention that earlier. And as I was showing you here, I don't have very many. Well, I've got some of these Blue Lake beans, and there might be enough here to plant the other 3 grow beds here, because those white colored provider beans, when I first looked at them, it didn't look like there was really very many of them here, but they went spread out pretty good. There were 28 in each of these grow beds, so there'd be like 112 green bean plants if they all germinate, and that's kind of a problem with how many of them will germinate. Now we'll probably be able to see that in about a week or something like that. We'll see what's germinating and what isn't. In the meantime, I won't bore you with planting the rest of these, but they're going to go in the rest of these 3 grow beds right here, and those are Blue Lake.